Hi, boys and girls. Here's our last video for today, unless I include something else, but it's our last reading. This is all about Niagara Falls. It's in your Super Magazine, Unit 13, Lesson 8. It's called Famous Falls. I'm going to read through it with you, talk about some things. Hopefully it's not too small for me to read. Oop, we're good. Famous Falls. What makes Niagara Falls so fabulous? Water, of course. The thunder of rushing water grows louder. You shout with surprise as you get soaked with spray. Are you at a water park? No, you are aboard the Maid of the Mist, a boat that brings visitors to Niagara Falls, the most famous waterfalls in the world. An amazing amount of water goes over Niagara Falls. The water that goes over the falls in just 1 second is enough to fill 25 swimming pools. When all of that water comes crashing down, it's a fantastic sight and a roaring noise. So in 1 minute, you could fill 25 swimming pools with all of this water. Or 1 minute? 1 second. 1 second, sorry. So if you have a swimming pool, imagine if it's filled just like that. And then 25 of your friends, 24 of your friends, 25 total. That's a lot of swimming pools getting filled. So here's the boat. This is the Maid of the Mist. And it drives up close to the falls, and you all wear raincoats, and you get nice and wet. I did this when I was probably in second grade. It was a long time ago. Niagara Falls is up in New York State, and then there's a portion of it on the Canadian side of the border as well. It's very loud there, and the ground shakes. There's a hotel nearby that the whole hotel feels like it's shaking just because of all the water going over the falls. Let's go to the next page. Where does all the water come from? The water that goes over Niagara Falls comes from 4 huge connected lakes. After the water rushes over the falls, it flows into another large lake. Together, the 5 lakes are called the Great Lakes. There is more fresh water in the Great Lakes than any other single place in the world, except for the ice that covers the North and South Poles. So here are the Great Lakes. And when you look at a map of the United States, they're up towards the top by Michigan, Wisconsin, New York State, Indiana, Ohio. There's Lake Superior, Lake Michigan, Lake Huron, Lake Erie, and Lake Ontario. So you can see the water comes from Lake Superior and Lake Michigan into Lake Huron. Then it flows into Lake Erie. And then the falls are right here where it falls down and then into Lake Ontario. So more fresh water is in these lakes than anywhere in the world, unless you melted the ice at the North and the South Pole. And here you can see it on this map where Niagara Falls is. On the other side of Niagara Falls is Canada. The Great Lakes are fed by rain, melting snow, and spring water from deep underground. Every drop of rain and snow that falls around Great Lakes will one day find its way into one of the lakes. Most of this water will one day go over Niagara Falls. And this part at the bottom, I can't see. Let's see. I can almost see it. It says, it's hard to believe. These are 2 pictures of the same spot. In 1969, the rocks under Niagara Falls needed to be fixed. A dam was built to stop the water from flowing onto the falls. Imagine how strong that dam had to be to hold back all that water. So they built a dam, to block off the water, and underneath Niagara Falls, that's what this looks like. Then when they opened up the dam, it would come down and come over again. That's a pretty strong dam to hold back all that water. So go back and read this to yourself, either on the video by pausing it or open up your Super Kids online fun and go back and check in Unit 13, and you can read it to yourself. Your assignment's going to be to come up with 4 facts from what we read. Remember, facts tell information. It's not your idea. It's not your opinion. Give a fact. And you can copy it right from here, or you can put it in your own words. But 4 facts, and they'll get typed onto a Google slide. All right, so go back, read it to yourself, read it with somebody else, or listen to it again. Good work.